Hi, everyone. If you're new to the channel, my name is The Chronicler. I do play games, but I am ultimately a writer. 11 years ago, I wrote a piece called The Life and Times of Glory, and I will be presenting that to you today because there is absolutely no way I will get it traditionally published, most likely, unless a miracle happens and somebody actually wants to pick up this book. It's great. But it is a novel written entirely in verse. It is a story weaving piece. It combines nursery rhymes, fairy tales, and fables, and other like Alice in Wonderland, even a reference to Hocus Pocus, things that I grew up on, things that I that influenced my writing or my childhood, or that were just really dear to me. I've put them all in this one story that goes a lot deeper than you think. I hope you enjoy it. I will be reading one chapter and presenting it to you every single week on Mondays. So, without further ado, allow me to present to you The Life and Times of Glory. I'll tell you a story about Jack and Glory. And now my story's begun. The Jack, the Cat, the Rat, and the Joker. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over candlestick. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over candlestick. Jack was nimble, Jack was quick, Jack jumped over the candlestick. The fire fled to far away, so Jack the hero saved the day. So unafraid was he to hold his stance to any flame, the village people called him Cole, and king he soon became. Young King Cole was a merry young soul, and a very merry soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. Arrival of the Joker. In his courts came a joker, and the joker played as a jest. He danced and he sang until it was plain that the king esteemed him best. The jester was paid much in silver, and all the more in gold. An idea had he that a king he could be, and the kingdom he could hold. "O King Cole, you're a very merry soul, but alas, I make a plea. A rat has found my trove, and has stolen all my gold. Are the streets now to await me?" Now King Cole was a very kind soul, so he would not let this be. His guards searched the town, looking up, looking down, but the rat they could not see. But King Cole was a generous soul, and restored to his jester every single piece of gold. So the jester bowed his knee. "How I thank your majesty," and he left with a smile cold. Winter without fire. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. Jack was nimble, Jack was quick, Jack jumped over the candlestick. The fire fled to far away, so Jack the hero saved the day, but winter brought a price to pay. The jester would dance, and the children would play, while a man dressed pied came by the way, and arrived at the castle with a hope in vain to prithee the king for fire. And in that moment the joker sang, while ding-dong-dell the bells they rang. "O king, the rat, 'twas the rat again!" "Confound," cried the king, "I tire." The piper's plea. "O King Cole, you do seem a good soul, so I dare to make my plea. For I am the piper, in my hand I hold just the thing to relieve thee." "That?" said the joker. "What a thing, King Cole! Do you not have a pipe that you play with your bowl?" "Ah," said the piper, "this I play with my soul. I will bring that rat to thee." So a deal was struck for the capture between the piper and the king. To the piper Cole promised fire, though intended not to honor such a thing. A rat was found in the village, known near and far as a thief, so Cole would have him finished. But that night his lie was released. The jester came as the joker, and to the piper this lie he revealed. The angered piper set free the rat, and the king's fate then was sealed. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. The candles blaze more than they ought, and as you jump, you will be caught. The piper's curse. King, you lied, O king. Fire you said you would bring. My people suffer in the cold while you are growing fat and old. Away, piper, away from me. You do not know, so cannot see. That angry fire will not come within the walls of my kingdom. A curse I place on you, O liar. Mourning mothers, blazing fire, and your love, the fairest cat, her life be taken by the rat. 1 year passed, then passed some more, since the piper, young and pied, fled himself to far away and cursed the king because he lied. The king, he met a maiden fair, with deep-sea eyes and golden hair, enchanting as her smile be. King Cole got lost within that sea, and as the curse he soon forgot, more of his purse the joker caught. The piper's wrath. Now King Cole was a very merry soul, and a very merry soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers 3. Ding dong dell. Can you hear the bell? The Pied Piper comes from a deep, dark well. The children play till they hear his call. They drop their chalk and forsake their ball. The mother mourns her child gone, for every child heard his song. Come, little children, I'll take thee away into a land of enchantments. Come, little children, away, far away. I know a garden of magic. Come with me to a land of dreams with jub-jub birds and tum-tum trees. The Jabberwock is slain each day by the hero of Far Away. The greatest man of Far Away will scorch the land with a blaze today. Aftermath. As prophesied, the mothers mourned. As blazes grew, the king was scorned. The joker used his coin, and then he bought cool water for the land. The king was taken to a hold, his kingdom bought by joker's gold. It was the most amazing thing. King became Jack, and joker king. Maiden and the teller. Grieved fair maiden ran away, a promise on her lips that day, to find the man who sent the blaze for her love's kingdom to raise. Hope against all hope did she, that her Jack might soon be free. She found herself a teller's shed, in want to get her fortune read, but the joker ran ahead. He donned a wig, wore gold and red, paid off the witch and took her stead, and poised himself inside that shed. Oh, teller, please, I ask of thee, would you divine a man for me? I hear that he is far away, and so I come to you today. Hush, dear child, hear me true. That man I can divine for you. But there will be a price to pay, right? Then will my necklace do? The fortune. I'll tell you a story about Jack and Glory, and now my story's begun. I'll tell you another, the rat and his brother, and now my story is done. Not fair, said the maiden, in riddles you speak, and I still do not know the man that I seek. Then plain I shall speak. Will you understand that? The one you are chasing, my dear, is the rat. Ah, I know of the rat. Indeed, he fled to far away, the maiden said, the night he was to lose his head. Another fortune. Maiden, a story I will regale, about a rat who lost his tail. 3 blind mice, see how they run? They all chased after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Have you ever seen such a sight in your life? I thought you would tell me about a rat. That I shall I that? He is closer than you think. Just leave here, look left, and blink. Something odd will catch your eye. Follow it, and you'll know why. The maiden begins her journey. So the maiden paid her helper, whom she'd believed was the witch. Joker thought himself quite clever, knowing he had made the switch. He left the necklace to the teller to do with it as she pleased. He, with plenty gold and silver, now could rest his mind at ease. In a day or two, thought he, perhaps he'd set the poor Jack free. The faraway lands. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the mome rats outgrabe. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Jubjub bird, and shun the frumious Bandersnatch. And as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock, with eyes of flame, came whiffling through the tulgey wood, and burbled as it came. The maiden in blue, and the rabbit in white. Little white rabbit, hippity-hop. Little blue pony, clippity-clop. Out into the streets went she, an odd thing to be seeking. When left she looked, white fur she saw, a funny rabbit speaking. "Oh, I am late, how late I am! The queen will turn me into jam!" His watch secured on waistcoat band, he hopped off through the darkened land. "Little bunny, oh so funny, wherefore dost thou hop away from me? Thou art the very one I seek, and I shall chase thee, even though you flee." The rabbit hopped into the wood, the maiden soon to follow. Alas, the rabbit disappeared into a little hollow. The maiden squeezed herself on through, but what a foolish thing to do! A hole was there she could not see, and tumbled down head first did she. Luckily she was not hurt, although her words a little curt. The maiden has gone far away. Ding dong dell, someone's in the well. Who has fallen in? A silly little simpkin. Someone get me out! Call for Timmy Stout. The maiden, being more petite than most, held easy hope that any man could pull her up as she held to that rope, but it came quite a shock to her when she saw not a man, but Timmy Stout, a little boy, held the rope in his hand. How odd, thought she, though odder yet is that I am not sopping wet, and how I came out of a well when down some random hole I fell. But little Timmy disappeared, so much to her surprise, and as she looked around, the wood was tulgey to her eyes. She felt a little chill and thought how brillig was the day. But since the rabbit still she sought, she must be on her way. The maiden and the hero. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the mome rats outgrabe. She held her arms around herself long time, the manxome rat she sought. Then spotted she a tom-tom tree, and a man, eyes closed, in thought. "Excuse me, sir, for I am lost, directions I implore." But softly on the tree he leaned, and all he did was snore. But as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock, with eyes of flame, came whiffling through the tulgey wood, and burbled as it came. The maiden's eyes went wide with fear. She could not fight. What could she do? Oh, how she longed for Jack! But suddenly the man awoke and ran his vorpal sword right through. He left it dead, and with its head he came galumphing back. "See, I have slain the Jabberwock, so do not fear, you will be fine." Then realized he just who was she, and added, "So your life is mine." The cat is trapped. She did not know what he implied. Said she, "Indeed, I almost died, and I will thank you one day true, but first there's something I must do." She wished to ask him if he knew a rat or rabbit passing through, but he stopped her mid of speech. She would not make her beseech. "I, dear maiden, tip my hat, for you see I am the rat. But you, dear maiden, are the cat, and I will have none of that." Jack mourns. "Little kitty, oh so pretty, wherefore hast thou gone away from me, with boots of white and fur of golden yellow, and eyes deeper than the sea?" Poor old Jack, he's never coming back. He traveled around the world just to find his kitty cat. The cat he didn't find, but the bell she left behind. He stayed away, cried many a day, and now has lost his mind. The end of chapter 1. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. This is only chapter 1. I will be presenting each chapter in succession every week. That is my goal. And again, you can find it on my website at c9prod.com. I will be posting it every week as well. And you can, if you wish to support me, by all means, take a look at some of my books. The Tales of Tavana series are quite interesting. I was going to say, there are many words for it. They look like kids' books, but they are children's literature and young adult picture books. They are fables, basically. Fables from the worlds of Tavana. So I hope you will enjoy those as well. And thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay gorgeous, peeps.